Hello everyone and welcome back to a Ryan's Ratings video from me, Daily Gooner Ryan, and today's ratings is from the game against Leeds United, which Arsenal won 4-2 with a Pierre, Emerick, Aubameyang hat-trick and a goal from none other than Hector Bellerin. So let's get straight into the video. First player we have on the list is goalkeeper Bernd Leno. I'm going to give Bernd Leno a solid 8. I think he dealt with what he had to pretty admirably. He didn't really have much to do during the game. The goals that were scored against us, I don't think he could have done much about. The first one was an absolute bullet of a header, and the second one was just a tap in. Really, I don't think he had much. He could have done much to stop either of them. So with Bernd, I'm going to give him an 8. His kicking was good, his distribution, he was calm, came for most crosses, he caught the ball well. So yeah, I'm going to give Bernd an 8. Moving on to right back and Hector Bellerin. He scored, he was up and down the wing in the first half, he was brilliant in the first half. But with Hector, it was a tale of two halves for him. In the second half, he was caught out of position quite a bit, his passing was a bit off. So I'm going to give Hector a 7. I think solely on the first half, I'm giving him a 7. For their second goal, he was a bit ball watching, kind of like he let his man go pretty easily. So yeah, I'm going to give Bellerin a 7. Moving on to centre backs and the right sided of the two with David Luiz. I think again David Luiz was solid. Back from his 1 game suspension, he was brilliant again, and I think he has to stay in the team solely because of his leadership. And today he showed it again. He was brilliant. He led from the back. He did give the ball away a few times, but I think he was solid. He couldn't do much with either goal. Again, the player had to run on him for the first one. The second one, the ball was cut back past him. So with David Luiz, I'm going to give him a 7 as well. I would have given him an 8, but obviously giving the ball away 21 times in a match from a centre back is not great, so I'm going to give David Luiz a 7. And on the left hand side of the two centre backs was Gabriel. I thought Gabriel was brilliant as well. I think he was back to the way he was before he got ill. I'm going to give Gabriel an 8. I think he was solid. He brought the ball out of defence very well. He was composed, calm, dealt with Bamford really well. Didn't give him a sniff all game. And again, the goals didn't come from his side. He couldn't really have done much with either of them. So Gabriel's getting an 8, and I'm glad he's back. I'm moving on to left back. We have Cedric, who's actually a right back and a left back, but here we are. So I'm going to give Cedric a 7. He was solid, dealt with Rafinha very well, didn't really give anyone a sniff. Distribution was great, passing was good. The only downside to him playing on the left is when he does go forward, he can't. Not so much he can't, it's hard for him to pick out the perfect final cross like a Tierney would, because he's right-footed obviously. So again, didn't do anything bad, didn't really put a foot wrong, so I'm going to give him a 7. Moving on to the midfield, and the first of the midfielders sitting deep was Granit Xhaka, who again had a quietly brilliant game. He was solid, he kept the ball moving, kept Arsenal ticking, made a lot of recoveries, made a lot of tackles. He was pretty good during the whole game. Momentarily lapsing concentration here and there, but again, a very solid game from Granit, and I'm going to give Granit a 7. And partnering Granit in central midfield was Dani Ceballos this week, and I thought Dani Ceballos was absolutely brilliant today, coming in for the injured Thomas Partey. He didn't look like he had been out of the team at all, really. He was everywhere. He was making runs backwards, he was defending well, he was making runs forward, attacking well, keeping the ball, keeping the team moving forward. Got an assist for Bellerin's goal, which was out of this world. The pass through the legs of the defender, it was absolutely brilliant. And with Danny, I'm going to give him an 8. And in the number 10 role was, for the first time, starting Martin Odegaard. And again, he was very, very good. Did all the basics very, very well. The game kind of drifted away from him in some parts, but that's to be expected with a new signing. And his first start in the Premier League, especially against Leeds, with the intense press they have and they put on teams. So for Martin, I'm going to give him a 7 as well. I think if he got into the game a little bit more in the first half, we could have been out of sight. But a few nice touches here and there, and he worked very, very hard, which is good to see from a number 10 at Arsenal. So yeah, I'm going to give Martin a 7. And on the right hand side was Bukayo Saka. I am running out of superlatives for this guy. He just improves every single game. There's times where you think, oh, he's going to be tired, he's going to be knackered. He's played so much football recently. But then he just performs and he delivers. I remember he put out a tweet saying, Arsenal fans, you deserve more. And since then, Bukayo has been involved in 10 goal involvements in 9 games or something. And I just run out of words for him. I think he's just brilliant. And he definitely needs to go to the Euros with England. But for this game, I'm going to give Bukayo an 8. Deservedly got a penalty. Probably should have had another one, which was overturned. And again, it's just a menace on the right hand side. He learnt what the defence was going to give him in the game, and he took it every single time. Direct running at him just caused so much chaos, and it actually made Bielsa sub Alioski off because he was just getting rinsed every time Saka got the ball. And it's credit to Bukayo for that. And again, I'm giving Bukayo an 8. On the left hand side today was Emile Smith-Rowe. He's another one that is just performing out of his skin every single time he plays. He really does. I really enjoy watching him play because he's so unorthodox with his touches and his runs in behind and his dynamic running, and he's just brilliant to watch. And his IQ of the game and his intelligence of runs and way he caresses the ball is just brilliant enough. If Arsenal were interested in Jack Grealish, I think Smith-Rowe is about to save Arsenal a lot of money, and he would be that kind of player for Arsenal, that wide playmaker that Arteta likes to deploy. So with Smith-Rowe, I'm also giving him an 8. And through the middle was Pierre, Emerick or Aubameyang. And boy, did he make a comeback today. He was phenomenal. He held the ball up well. He brought others into the game. His touch was perfect, and he got off to the best start by banging one into the bottom corner past the Leeds goalkeeper. Just what he needed on his return to the starting lineup. And recently, people have been questioning him, but for me, it was never in doubt. He was always gonna come back and start scoring goals for us. And why did he do it today? Grabbing a hat trick, especially from Smith-Rowe's wonder cross. We'll say it's a cross. Give him the benefit of the doubt. Penalty put away beautifully into the bottom corner. Side netting, beautiful. And his first goal also was absolutely perfect. Took the defender one way, sent the keeper the other. And for Pierre, I'm going to give him a 9, and he is my man of the match. The subs that came on were Willian, Elneny and Holding. Willian, I'm going to give a 5. He didn't really affect the game going forward much. He did well defensively on a few occasions. Again, didn't really affect the game, so I'm going to give him a 5. Elneny, I'm going to give a 5 also, because again, he didn't really affect the game. He was brought on to shore up the midfield. Came on for Odegaard. Didn't really do much. I don't think I actually saw him have a touch of the ball. So we give Elneny a 5, and I'm going to give Holding a 5 as well. 5s all around for the subs. None of them really had enough time to, well, except for Willian. Didn't really affect the game. Elneny and Holding were brought on to stop Leeds from scoring basically in the last 5, 10, 15 minutes. Yeah, 5s all around for the subs. So there you have it. There are my ratings for today's game against Leeds United, which Arsenal won 4-2. My man of the match was Pierre, Emerick, Aubameyang, of course. Hat-trick hero, taking the match ball home. Yeah, I hope you liked the video. Thank you for watching. Tell your friends about us. We're growing and we're absolutely loving doing the podcast and all the things that come with it. So subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment what you want to see next. I'm going to keep up these series that I do as much as possible. Obviously working full time does prohibit me a little bit, but I enjoy doing it, so I'll try and get as many videos out as possible. Yeah, subscribe, like, comment. I'm going to leave the link to our Patreon in the description. I'm sure you've heard me bang on about before. For £5 a month you get the catalogue of our content and get match breakdowns, match analysis, update videos. Obviously you get all my videos, the ratings, the reviews, the weekly updates. You get before everyone else. We upload it to Patreon first and then we upload it to YouTube. So you get that. You get a link to our Discord chat room, which you can chat with us 24/7 and the other subscribers about Arsenal, football, whatever does come up on Twitter or in the news about football in general. You can join that. And I'm sure you would have seen if you follow us on Twitter. Also, the links will be in the description for them, for me, Sam, Raf, and the pod Twitter. We give away a lot of cool stuff, so be sure to check that out. Again, with the Patreon, you get entered into every single giveaway that we do. So yeah, check that out. And again, it's been your boy, Daily Gooner Ryan. I'll catch you in the next one.